Hi. This is my third video looking at entrepreneurial lessons, and today's keyword is around focus. So, I just wanted to share with you as an entrepreneur, especially if you're just starting out, it can be really easy to lose your focus. And I've noticed and learned from myself that I've wasted time, money, energy, and resources on trying to figure out what the best thing is, trying to look at all different markets, all different products, all different services, and thinking, what can I access? How can I access the market? How can I take advantage of all the opportunities and ideas that I had? But unfortunately, by doing so, you lose quite a lot of focus. So today's lesson, and as you know, it's going to be a short lesson. I don't do long lessons, is around focus and what I learned about focus. So to really help me. And in terms of business, I've run cake making businesses, selling shoes, selling handbags, catering, coaching. I've done all of it. But when I really found my focus is when I asked myself some key questions. So, first question is around my brand. What is my brand? What does my brand stand for? So, like what's my vision, what's my values, what am I trying to achieve? And I figured out that I really love helping people. I love to hear people's journeys and to use my journey to help people as well. So for me, that's a major part of my brand. Is my aim, my purpose, my sole reason for being is to help people and help them to shape their journeys by using my journey. So that's the first thing, is when you get that new idea or that new opportunity that on the first look seems really, really attractive, ask yourself, does this serve my brand? Does this sit with my brand, or does it sit outside my brand? And honestly, if it's not part of what you want your brand to be, then just don't do it. The other thing was to eliminate distractions. So at one point, I was a part of so many different Facebook groups, so many different online forums, opportunities to go to networking events. But there's something for me personally about just focusing on the opportunities that really feed your business and back to that brand, and really focusing on how much time you have. So we all have a finite amount of time. If you're an entrepreneur on top of a day job, then your time's even more limited. So it's being kind of ruthless about what you focus on. Are you going to go to that event? Who's going to be at the event? And are you likely to make the right connections at that event? And if you're not, ask yourself, why am I going? Why am I focusing on this? So it's really important to eliminate distractions. So that's two things I've said. I've said, look at your brand, eliminate distractions. Then think about your legacy. So long term, I know that I want to have a business that lives beyond me, that is a different personality, both legally, and I'll do a video about legal structures separately, but also that when I die, actually, I'd like my business to carry on. I'd like to leave a legacy behind that my children can be proud of, and that people can say that I left this earth and I left something behind. I'm really about legacy and story building. So for me, again, when you're looking at making decisions and where you focus your energy, is it going to actually drive part of your legacy? Even know what your legacy is going to be. It's worth thinking about your legacy, what it means to you, how it fits with your brand, how it fits with your business, and how it helps your decision making. And finally, just a really obvious one is time. Have you got the time to do this new piece of work, this new opportunity? So recently, I was sent some information to tender for facilitating some leadership development training. And while that would help people, so it kind of had a tick for the brand, um, legacy potentially, if these people went on this training course that I wrote and delivered, then there'd be legacy piece. But realistically, there were really short deadlines. I was busy at the time as well. To do that, I would have had to take time away from my family, also take time away from studying. I'm studying as well. And ultimately, that was just to kind of throw my hat in the ring. And so, taking a step back and dispassionately thinking about it, I thought, actually, this is not where I need to focus my energy right now. So rather than push forward, push myself, take time away from things that I should be focusing on, I chose not to do that. And that for me was a big lesson, in terms of how, when you really define your legacy, your brand, your purpose, and eliminate all the distractions, how you can end up focusing on the right things, not the wrong things. So focus is very important. And yeah, my daughter just walked in, hence the slight distraction. But funny enough, during a video about focus. So back to focus is really just want to leave you with the thought that you need to focus your mind. Stop being distracted. Think about the time you have, your brand, your legacy, and focus. Bye.